What is up, random person on the internet? RTG here, back with some more Humankind. Today, we'll be doing a bit of forceful expansion. Firstly, we need to get rid of these guys.
So now we have the Huns as neighbors. Raiders on horseback. It's going to be a challenge to put up with them. The site of Angkor Wat is worthy of reverence, not merely for the temples, but for the care it took with water and irrigation.
Okay, that is Angkor Wat. So we could, I guess, not really standardize, but diversify our military a bit more. So this guy is missing. This regime is missing a slot. These guys are missing two. But you want auto for a second. You go up here. Pick up a harbor, a luxury. Not move that because it's okay, this is gonna cost 1,000 influence. Okay, with Angkor Wat finally being finished, San Lorenzo, we can take you off Land Razor. So we're gonna start earning some money, earning some science, start putting down some districts. So is that apparently the sacred mound over in La Venta does not affect this production. It's kind of disappointing, but we do need to work on another obelisk and admin Olmec head. Did say I wanted some farmers quarters here. So it's gonna cost us a bit of gold, but that's stability, science, or stability, faith, and a tiny bit of influence. Artificial reservoir, because you're gonna need it. Just pick up just pick up defensive stuff, you know, artificial reservoir, watermill, La Venta should also get, okay, not as much food. Stoneworks, watermill, food stuff. Cheap food stuff. Production stuff. These will eventually scale up. Fever pitch. One of the calendar's most celebrated religious activities has always culminated with a traditional team ball game for as long as people can remember. But now, the sport is becoming a favorite activity in its own right. Played across the empire, two of the best teams, one hailing from the financial powerhouse of San Lorenzo, the other from the industrial heartlands of Mohenjo-Daro, now want to vie for the title of the Empire Champion. potentially diluting its original religious meaning. What is your position on this intended contest? Can forbid control support? Forbid is overproductive on both cities. Control is fanatical on both cities. Or support, which is celebrating. We will forbid it. Keep it. We must maintain the sanctity of this tradition and find virtue in work, not play. Overproductive. I don't think that's going to affect San Lorenzo or Mohenjo-daro much. Who did we put? Who did we? Oh, Harappo. Okay, yeah, we put the watermill as priority because that just makes sense. Okay, you have an immortal, you don't have an immortal. So Mr. Immortal, move to that party. You guys don't have a archer, and I guess you end up over here. Everybody good? Good. You guys can skip your turn. You guys can heal up. Rhetoric researched. Scientific star gotten. The third star.
Keep moving. Go this way. March.
I could have, should have healed up a bit more, but yeah. Instant resolution against two no names. Don't think you guys are missing much. Okay, we are now losing 300 from being overcap. Oh right, we don't have theology yet. That is good.
A new independent people. And who are they? Time will tell if they are helpful, helpless, or history.
We are like 2 turns away. 2 turns away from claiming another territory. This, okay. Yeah, knights, crossbowmen. Okay, you are going exactly where I would like you to. You are a city, so it is worth keeping. Research quarter, market quarter. Could build sacred mound, I guess there, then build stuff around it. This has given us cultural heritage. So we do have a few things I wanted to pick up. I want to see if the numbers will allow for I like to see if the numbers would allow for us to get additional city cap. And they say yes.
Most problems eventually yield to the onslaught of more brains.
Okay. So we have an additional city cap. We have the potential for cultural blessing. I was also looking at religious tolerance. So we get either more influence or more faith. Either one I am fine with. But the numbers want us to have more influence.
It all sounds well and good, until they start worshipping delivery services and bank accounts.
Okay. Procession is just stability. Personal rights would help our unique district be built faster. But I think I want to go with cultural blessing. Cultural blessing, I think either is fine. Monoculturalism just makes our cities better. Multiculturalism, I don't recall if this works on client states. I don't remember. But we need to make a choice. And we are monoculturalists.
That should help with simplicity and keep things focused, depending, of course, on where you go next.
Okay, that is all the civics we actually can enact. This is actually disappearing in 2 turns. Everything else is like in the 20s except these 2. Again, could have expanded to it, could have gotten this. I just keep forgetting. But it is on the decline now. Oh, and right. We met the Huns.
From my people and from myself.
Scientific correspondence.
The benefit in that.
What do you have for luxuries? Salt, pearl, silver. Salt is percentage food. How much salt? Right, we only have 3 so far. A next 3 coming here, so that's an extra 3% food. Dye is a flat rate. Can pick up this copper, build a harbor here. That just makes it a bit more central. Have we? Okay, we have not yet met one person. Who that person might be, where they might be, I do not know. But that person is currently in 4th place. Surprising they have more influence than us, or surprising that they have more faith than us, considering all we have achieved so far, and they are still in the classical era. Okay, what would we like next? San Lorenzo has its 2 mounds being worked on. So this is what? I think a combined total of 6 turns, because this is going to be... This is 9 turns, including the 3 turns it takes for the other Sacred Mound. So it should be relatively quick. Harappa is working on the watermill. I will purchase that out, so it can start working on the obelisk. Artificial reservoir for 30 gold. Not really necessary. Oh yeah, you are maxed out on... Mohenjo-daro is maxed out on its potential food. Put that there and do like a small food triangle here. Now the question is, do we consider manifesting a bit more destiny? I personally find that viable. Okay, these independent people should not be trifled with. So you can skip your turn for now. Wealth of the faithless. Money on territories if territories follow a foreign religion, or stability on territories if territories follow a foreign religion. And that comes about by being open-minded. If we picked religious hostilities, we would get this, so we could either start an inquisition or banish people. And I think both of these work on increasing stability. Okay, some additional gold. There is a strategic down here. Though this territory is not really food heavy. So
Over this way.
you guys see if you can grab this. This has disappeared, so now this is free real estate. All these, okay, the ruins is where the city center was. Everything else should, keyword, be claimable. Yep. Okay, go back. See where these guys are. We aren't going to be able to burn that down. So you guys can pick that up. Child Savior. Across the lands, an unusual procession marches. At its head, a youth, ragged of dress and claiming to have received divine visions. He preaches to all who will listen that it is his holy purpose to liberate your city of Harappa, to save its people from the heresy and blasphemy infesting their minds. So passionate and earnest are the boy's words that many souls have lent their voices and their purses to his cause. Children have joined the march too. It is this young believer's crusade, an opportunity or a threat. Could get defiant on Harappa, which is like we get some gold, but 20 turns of minus 50 stability is kind of rough. Fanatical or patriotic. And numbers say that we suppress it. Doesn't affect our access. We get a bit of gold, but oh. The stability hit wasn't as bad as I thought it would have been. Like, we are still positive, so we can actually get to work on... Did we? Oh, okay, we did actually pick up a harbor over here. Haven't actually attached it yet, but we can do that next turn. We don't have theology yet, but we did get an extra city cap, so we are only losing 120 influence per turn. Harappa, I kind of also want you to pick up some cultural stuff. Speaking of culture, we are holding strong and in fact reclaiming stuff that Gilgamesh would have taken. Religious wise, numbers are doing a little work. San Lorenzo is producing... I can't see a straight up hard production. I don't see like total influence produced by this, total faith produced by the city. Yes, I see the things that impact it. But how much faith are you producing? Like straight up? Because this is 14. This is 10. This is 10. If anyone knows where in the UI I can check for that, let me know. Because off the top of my head, like, I can see the number of followers, I can see the total number of influence it produces, but not the total amount of faith. Builder star unlocked. Okay, so that is one sacred mount done. It's only being reduced by 2. Okay, you retreat. Sacred mounds hasn't reduced the faith, the production as much as I would hoped or would have liked. We have influence. What do we want this influence for? It's expanding to here. There's expanding down here. What is attacking us? Some archers. Yeah. That was not a threat. So we could do a bit more forceful expansion down here. And we may burn this city down, depending on what they have. And they do have a harbor.
It is always a pleasure to see you, friend.
Are you? Yeah, you guys are still at war with Gilgamesh. I am okay with that.
I would not put myself in this position if I feared the...
Yeah, we do want to be moving this way. Annoyingly, there is no easier way up this cliff.
A meeting with a friend is always an occasion to serve. Yes, I cannot dispute.
Arms deal, proposed trade, everything.
Should be in all
Okay. The Mongols are surprisingly friendly with us. Okay, some more science and influence. You don't want to be attacked. This would be basically all our influence to settle. How much was settling over here? Okay, this is still in the thousands, but not as expensive. Okay, you grab that. It's a bit of gold.
How do you do, whoever you are?
Humanitarian aid.
Just as you are wise.
Potential honey cords.
I have a proposition for you.
Okay, we got honey cords also. Okay, these guys are on the river. So 3 turns there, instant here. 7 and 17, 16 and 14. Like, it's overall slower, but that is a decent amount of faith, science to be picking up. Right, we did want this territory. There's more salt in the south. Okay, agrarian star unlocked. New outposts. Ooh, this is just a moving here is just a straight up, so it's the same amount of food, but it's just straight up 15 more production and 10 more influence, I guess, from being entirely surrounded by mountains. Actually, wait, I remembered. Expansionist star unlocked. I don't think we got the full 200 from that, sadly. We may have. Yeah, I think we did. We are a ways away from another builder star, but we could. Oh, that we basically discovered a mountain range. We could expand. We could move on to the next culture. Ambergris is just flat science. We are being attacked by a lot of knights, which I personally would like to avoid. Hopefully you can get into the water before you are attacked again. Oh, we actually could have upgraded this guy a while back to a quadrireme. And quadriremes okay. Pentacons are coastal ships. Quadriremes have navigator, so they're just damaged. They're only damaged in coast, spending turns in deep water. You can come here. We need the area for the kicks of it. Remind me later. And with that, we are in 6th place. But with that, I have been RTG. You have been you. Peace, love, tranquility to all of you, and I will see you next time.